Good catch. I clicked it, but it needed to be clicked twice.
All right. Good morning, everyone, and happy Monday morning chat. It is, what is today? March 15th? March 15th, yes. And we are gathered here every Monday morning for our roundtable chat. And this is where we have a chance to share our experiences with the X39 or any other of the patches and ask questions. And so just a couple things I like to say right at the beginning of every call, and that is that with LifeWave, we do not claim with our products to treat, prevent, cure, diagnose any diseases. And so we keep our shares to symptoms only, and we can share how we felt before, which patches we used, and then how we felt afterwards. So with that being said, I want to welcome everyone. Thank you for being here. We have a nice big group, even with the time change. So who would like to start off with our share this morning or a question? We're open to anything. So who would
I'll
like to
start?
Tim, go ahead.
Yeah. Well, as you Coloridians know, there was a little snow to move. Still a ton of it to move. Several tons, actually. But Helen and I were up in the night like 3 or 4 times trying to save the trees, which for the most part worked out. But somewhere along the line, of course, I was shoving on a limb with a long pole, and it was resisting and bouncing, and then I missed, and this big in the middle of my back happened. But anyway, when I got back inside, the tricky part was getting the Eon on my back, but I got it right in the middle of my back, and it was really gone. It's gone completely, but within a few minutes, it was just did the job. So, yay for patches.
Eon to the rescue once again. Great one, Tim. Thank you.
Michelle, I've got one.
Yes, go ahead.
Last week I had some dental procedures done, and I'm well patched here and over here with X39 and Eon and glutathione, just laying it on, and I haven't needed any pain. I took some pain suppressant the first day just because I had this memory of when I had 4 wisdom teeth pulled 40 years ago, how painful that was. But I've been in no pain at all. I mean, just it's amazing. No swelling. So yay patches.
Yay. I love it for dental work. Satsunder had quite a few dental procedures done in Mexico, and he was raving about the patches as well. So remember that, guys. Anything going on in your body, the head, even emotional state, right? Aren't we noticing how much better we feel on the X39? Just a feeling of well-being. Mm-hmm. So who's next? Who would like to share next?
Kay here. I'll give a testimonial.
Go ahead, Kay.
This weekend, my husband decided to clean his closet. And in doing so, he had his arms over his head quite a bit. He's 79 years old. And so the very next day, his arms were so sore, especially his right arm, because he was up reaching with his right arm. And his arms were so sore that he started complaining. And I said, well, I've never been able to use the IceWave. So let's try it because we're new. We've never had an experience to use it. So I stuck a tan one right in the middle of the pane. Oh, let me tell you, he tried to put his coffee cup in the microwave, and we have a raised microwave, and he couldn't even lift his coffee cup into the microwave. That's how sore the muscles were from overuse. So we put a tan one right in the middle of the pane, and I did the clock method, which I'd never done before. And we determined that at 6 o'clock, with the white patch, that he had his pain went from a 10 to a 2. So he wore those 2 patches all day yesterday, and by the end of the day was pain-free.
Hallelujah. Yay. Thank you, Kay. Beautiful story. Who's next?
I have one. Can you hear me?
Yes.
I'm on the phone.
Say your name, please.
So I'm Tammy from Fort Collins, and yes, we got hit with some crazy snow. And I'm actually 40. And so I sat there and I was like, okay, I got this. And before I did it, I put some IceWave on my shoulder because I knew it would be a long day of shoveling. I probably shoveled for 5 hours because every time we turned around, somebody else needed some help. And honestly, right now, I'm on a trainer cycling because I feel great. And I have my X39 on, and it's like I feel invincible a little bit. So, good day.
You know, Tammy, I'm having a little bit of a hard time hearing you. I don't know if anyone else is, but would you mind summarizing that again? Something about your arm and bike riding, but it was kind of muffled.
Can you hear me better?
Oh, much better. Yes. Yes.
Is that better?
Yes. Please.
Okay.
Yes. Uh-oh. You went away, Tammy. Tammy, you might have muted yourself. Can't hear you, Tammy. Are you
I did
there?
hear her say that she feels invincible. I love that.
I missed that. I didn't hear that. Tammy, are you still there? We're not hearing you, Tammy. So Gregory got the gist of it. Invincible.
She shoveled snow for 5 hours and feels invincible. And now she's, working out this morning, feeling great.
Oh, that's awesome. All right. Thanks, Tammy. Who is next? Who would like to share?
I can share. I'm 70 years old. We got a lot of snow and we have a very long driveway. And the snow was so heavy and wet, every shovel you scooped up, you had to dump. And I was expecting my arms to be sore this morning. I cannot tell that I did that at all. I usually don't get tired when I shovel snow, but I was tired yesterday after doing the driveway. And I really expected to have some sore muscle. Absolutely none.
Beautiful, Darlene.
And I also had one of my customers tell me that her hair is getting thicker. She had really thin hair and she says it's coming in much thicker. So she was really excited about that too.
We love the hair growth stories, don't we? Yay! Yahoo. I think I read something on the Live Younger, or maybe it was Vibrant Living, about a woman whose eyebrows were growing back as well. So hair and eyebrows.
Angela.
We love that. All right. Who is next? Who would like to share either a testimonial or a question?
I have a question
Is
that
that
I think this might interest other people too. So I have a friend who's just joined us and his wife dropped a 30-pound turkey on her foot about 15 years ago. So she has a painful neuroma and they wanted to use patches on it. So it's on her left foot. And when we looked up the Eon, every one of the pictures in the booklet is on the right side of the body. So we got to wondering, number one, why they're all on the right. And number two, if we put the patch on a right toe, is it going to end up helping a left toe? So it's kind of a generalized question in terms of placements on left and right.
So my understanding is that the patches are going on acupuncture meridians. That's what that's why he designated certain sides of the body. However, you absolutely can put the patches where the pain is. It's like it's like with the ice wave, with tan on, it's tan on left, right on right is kind of what the little mnemonic that we remember to place the patches. But if you have a pain on the right side of your body, you can put the tan patch there. So it's the same thing with Eon and this woman's neuroma. I would think she put it right on the point of pain.
And are there other patches that someone might suggest? We, of course, thought of Ice Wave and the Eon for the inflammation. I mean, she's been in a lot of pain with this for 15 years, and it can be a real miracle for her. So anybody have any other suggestions?
Robin.
Right on it.
Yeah.
I didn't hear what she said.
X39 right on the spot. And put Eon on top of it. If you need more pain relief, add Ice Wave.
Well, thank you so much.
Yeah.
Great question, Kay. I'm sure that probably helped a lot of people, especially like, do you have to put it on the right side of the body?
But
No.
No.
Well, I'll go next because yesterday I went to Pilates and the instructor was a physical therapist who was a career military person. And
Oh, boy. Say no more.
I had quite a workout, came home. It was a beautiful sunny day, not like Colorado. We actually ate lunch outside and we went for a little bike ride. And we have electric bikes and we live in a really hilly area. Well, my bike had run out of battery juice and we weren't home and we had to go uphill quite a bit. So I was in the first gear going very, very slowly. And my flashing light that the battery's going out was on, and I was like huffing and puffing. And both my, I have 2 new knees. Everybody I think knows that. So my knees had not had a workout like that ever. We made it home. I did several things like I got in the massage chair and all kinds of stuff. And I went to bed and I woke up in the middle of the night with shooting pains from both of my knees. And so I got up and I just put Eon on because that's way easier than Ice Wave in the middle of the night, and went right back to sleep. So yay, Eon on both sides of the body, Kay.
Thank you for that.
Yes, right on the spot. Yeah, before X39 came out, Eon was the star of the show. It does a lot of things,
Great story, Robin. And your knees feel good today?
Well, I'm choosing to take a break from going to class today. Gregory says I should get in the tub instead.
Yay.
But Kay, talking about why they're all on the right side, it's about polarity. So there's a negative charge side of the body and a positive side. So the patches were designed to be on that side of the body because of a polarity charge, just so you know.
I appreciate that. I had kind of vaguely heard that, but didn't really understand it. So anything you can tell us about that, that's real interesting.
Yeah, so the right-hand side of the body is the positive charge side. So David designed it. So that's why you'll notice that they're on the right. But like Robin said, they can go anywhere. They're systemic.
It can go anywhere.
Right.
Absolutely. That's important to know. Hi, Dr. Tom. There was a question in the chat. I think it might be great to address. Do the patches interfere with the COVID shot?
Oh, I can't help myself.
I muted myself. David did a webinar on the vaccine, and that's in, Gregory, can you help me? Is that on Live Younger?
It's in the Facebook group. It's in the YouTube channel.
Okay.
No, where is that?
Where is that vaccine talk?
Where's that vaccine talk, Robin?
I'll look.
Okay, we'll get an answer.
It's in the
Nitty-gritty.
corporate.
Facebook group. It's in the corporate group for sure, but I'll check.
Nitty gritty.
One of
Go
the
to
things,
nitty gritty.
Nitty gritty. There you go. When in
Oh.
doubt, go to nitty gritty.
thank
Nitty gritty.
you. Nitty gritty to the rescue, always.
I
Nitty gritty.
think I might have seen it as a URL in your newsletter too last week. Is that possible?
Yes, it's
Yeah.
there also. And Dr. Tom put a link in also.
Oh, thank you, Dr. Tom. So
Yeah, that was perfectly timed. I actually just sent that to somebody this morning.
Oh, thank you. So the short answer, and Dr. Tom, if you want to jump on, but I remember I only listened to the webinar once. I want to listen again, but David was saying that you can use the patches to help mitigate any, maybe potential side effects or discomfort, even putting a patch right on the site, the injection site. And I believe glutathione before and after is a good idea just to help detoxify. Do you have anything to add, Dr. Tom?
Oh, all kinds of things. Yeah, I'll try to be short though.
In 30
yeah.
seconds or less, no, just kidding.
Yeah, glutathione and carnosine are fantastic antioxidants and immune boosters across the board, as is Eon. And I was going to hop in on Kay's story because I couldn't help myself. Yeah, Eon is a total body. All the technologies are total body activation. So it doesn't exactly matter where you put them, but Eon is so good for neuromuscular stabilize. And the first order of business is buy smaller turkeys.
Buy smaller turkeys.
If they're not, like, if they're 30 pounds, they're full of hormones and stuff. And so that feeds right into my sweet spot of, my world is helping people get more cholesterol to their tissues, which is what the repair vehicle is. And actually SP6 can help stabilize. We market SP6 for cravings and that sort of thing, but it's because it stabilizes the hormone cascade from the hypothalamus. And one of the other benefits of that is it helps repair steroids, one of which is cholesterol. Well, cholesterol is the building block. So anybody with cholesterol issues, it's because they don't have good, healthy, thriving cholesterol turnover. And SP6, and you can actually put SP6 right on. I've had some people put SP6 right on an injury, and I don't know how it works, and I don't know why, but it's remarkable.
Wow. Interesting.
Wow. Thank you, Dr. Tom. Oh my gosh. I love when you join us. Thank you.
Me too. I
have
love when I
a share.
Oh, Teresa has a share. Yes, go ahead.
I have one of my new preferred customers that helped me win the contest by being a preferred customer and then referring her mother. So I got 2 for 1 there. But she put, I gave her the gift of an X39 patch. She put it on. She had been in a terrible automobile accident a couple of years ago, and it was always swollen. There was nothing she could do about the swelling in her ankle that was majorly broken. She had to have grafting done a couple of times. She put the X39 on, forgot about it during the day. That evening, she looked at her ankle, no swelling, and she has continued to use the X39 with great success in sharing.
Nice.
Woohoo! Thank you, Teresa. Beautiful. And congratulations, my dear. You did an awesome job. We're all so proud of you.
Thank you.
Contest. Okay. Who is next? I don't know how much time do we have left, Gregory. We've got a few minutes, maybe a minute or 2. So we might have time for one more share, because then we're going to open up for Robin and Gregory speaking about tonight. So does anyone have a final comment or share, testimonial, or question? I'm not seeing any hands. Are you, Gregory?
No.
Yeah, this is Mike. Can you hear me?
Yes, go ahead, Mike.
Oh, maybe not.
Yeah, we can hear you,
Yeah.
Mike.
We can hear you.
Yeah, last fall, Darlene picked up on the fact that I was going to have some surgery. So she told me about X39. So I went and ordered X39 and put it on. And that was just before the 5th of October. And I had my left shoulder replaced. And they said normally it's about 6 months before you get your right shoulder replaced. Well, I was feeling really, really good and was able to.
I'm not hearing you, Mike.
I was
Yeah.
worried about.
Mike, you froze. Can you hear him, Gregory?
Barely. Mike, why don't you shut your video off?
Auditing
Your
myself.
audio.
So
Mike,
go ahead and do the right.
Mike, if you shut your video, I think your audio will come through more clear.
Yeah, we're not hearing you clearly, Mike. So we really want to hear.
There
Yeah,
you go.
just go to
try it
audio. Go ahead.
Can you hear me now?
Yes.
All right. Anyway, so just under 2 months later, we had the right one done. And he said, this isn't normal, but normally people who are 72 don't heal that fast. So anyway, we had the right one done on the 23rd of November. And now I'm finishing up my physical therapy for both of them at the same time. And physical therapists are just astounded that I could have gotten 2 shoulders done within 2 months.
That's amazing.
That's awesome, Mike. We're celebrating with you.
I
Yay.
have had no pain other than the normal stuff, you know.
Thank you. Thank you for that wonderful share. That was a great way to end. Gosh, you guys, have you thought about like 3, 4, 5 years ago before the patches and what your life was like? I just give thanks every day. We are getting younger and healthier every day. All right, I'm going to turn it over to Robin and Gregory to conclude.
Great.
Okay.
Well, I'm sorry that we had a little hiccup with our text messaging system and everybody didn't get the notice for Friday's call with Bob Berg, the Go-Giver, but it was a fabulous call. And tonight we're going to do a little rehash of that with everyone. And we're going to be sending out his 5 laws for stratospheric success as an attachment to the newsletter, so everyone will be able to download it. And tonight we're just going to briefly talk about those 5 laws. And Michelle, knowing what a Bob Berg fan you are, we might ask you to share a little bit with us again tonight.
I would love to. Oh, he was a gem. Yeah, loved his present. I can't wait to take advantage of some of his resources. He offered some wonderful free resources for us. So
Mhm.
his website.
Endless referrals.
Endless referrals. Yes, Robin. That's what we want. It's a gift. It's a gift. Wonderful. Yeah.
So if you didn't,
Michelle,
this morning it's being loaded up into the YouTube channel. So if you didn't get a chance to watch it, it's in the YouTube channel. It was 30 minutes, right on, 30 minutes of wisdom with Bob Berg. He sold close to 1 million copies of his book. It's in 28 languages. It's a phenomena. He's actually created a movement, the Go-Giver movement, and it's about giving and receiving. And, you know, it's the outflow, it's the breathing in and breathing out. It's like you can't always breathe out, you can't always breathe in, and you got to give to get, and all these metaphors that apply so aptly to our business model. So very excited to be able to share a little bit more about that and dig in a little bit tonight, and a few other juicy things we're going to do.
Ask if anyone else wants to share about the call.
And Robin wants to know if anybody else wants to share about the call, tonight that was on Friday, that would like to participate in a little Bob Berg Go-Giver discussion with us tonight. And if so, let us know.
Mhm.
Okay.
Oh, Jen, are you waving your hand?
I am. I'm just trying to manipulate this mobile phone, but listening to the 30 minutes of wisdom on Friday was a game changer for me. And I'm just slowly processing through it all. But Saturday, I really reflected on a lot of it, and it took a tremendous amount of burden off of me to know that I'm still working through it, but just the caring and the sharing. Because this business, I'm new to this business. It's not in my wheelhouse. It's not natural for me. And just hearing Bob talk about giving is in my wheelhouse.
Nice.
And so combining the two together and just the way that he presented value and compensation, and then the other 3, it was just beautiful. And that's really all I can say right now, but check with me in a month and and I might be able to articulate it a little better, but I would encourage all of you to go back and catch that YouTube and dive in and get his free offerings, because oh my gosh, thank you so much for providing that for us. I am just so grateful. Thank you.
Oh, Jen, you just touched my heart, made my day. Would you be willing to share some of those words on tonight's call at 7:00 Mountain Time?
Yes, I would. Yes, I absolutely would. And I'll try to put it together a little bit better, but yes, I'm just delighted.
Perfect.
What you just said was straight from the heart. It was perfect.
Yeah, don't try too hard. Just share what you just said.
Oh, well, it usually just comes tumbling out of me anyway. So, and that's what he did say, just show up and be yourself. And that's the thing that really released me, just released a complete burden, that if you just show up and be your beautiful self, and I can do that. And that's something I can do. Instead of focusing on all the stuff I can't do, that is something I can do.
Oh,
thank you so much.
Jen, do you have Robin or my email address?
I will have to look. I don't know.
Okay.
But Valerie does. I can get it from Valerie Mitchell.
Okay, good. Because if you
sure.
could send us your phone number and contact information so we could chat briefly about the call later on today.
Okay.
That'd be so awesome.
Okay.
I'd love to have your
Oh.
testimonial on there.
And if there's
Sure.
anyone else too.
And there's room for one or two others if anyone else would like to comment on tonight's call about the Go Giver. Let us know. Yeah.
Jen, you made our day. Thank you. That was
Yeah.
great.
Oh, well,
Thank
hey,
you.
you guys have made so many of my days. So it is a small bit that I can do to return that.
Oh, that's beautiful.
So
And
thank you.
Jen, you might want to check the chat. Someone just said you show up. Paul said you show up beautifully, Jen. With a heart.
Well, that is my sweet upline, Valerie Mitchell. So she identifies as her husband, Paul, sometimes, just so you know, that's Valerie.
Well, that's what we do in this business. We show up. We just show up with our heart, with who we are. And Bob was a great example and model of that. So
Yeah.
thank you, Jen.
It's great. You're
Beautiful.
welcome. We all have a lovely day.
Thanks, you too.
I'll see you tonight.
Beautiful.
See you tonight. Anything else, Robin and Gregory?
I'm complete.
I think I am too.
Robin?
Yeah. Lots going on. Keep up the good work of caring and sharing. That is, Jen, that is our business. People think it's not that. If you do just that, it works and you follow the system. Success is there for everybody. Yeah. Okay.
Thank you.
Thanks, everyone.
All right.
Can
Have
you
a
hear
beautiful
me?
day.
Yeah.
Bye-bye.